Hello, my dear students.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon. How are you, Natalia?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, and hello, Consuelo.
Hello.
Yes,
How are
teacher. Good
you?
afternoon.
Good
I'm fine,
afternoon.
thank you. Good
Okay,
afternoon, teacher.
good afternoon. And Maria Paula, hello, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you.
Okay, excellent. And Jimena, how are you today?
Hello, teacher. Eh,
Okay, I start the class. Start with Natalia. Natalia, tell us about your holidays.
Okay, at Easter I didn't do many things. I only study and work. Yes, I study from Monday to Wednesday, and then uh, in Thursday and Friday I study and I do some homework, but mm I don't do really any many things, but I consider that it was a great time because I can uh, share with my family and I can rest and stay at home. And also I can pray God and say
Okay.
thanks everything you gave me. And I knew that God bless me all the time and He's with me. And it was a wonderful time. Um, uh, on weekend, I went to the church. Yes, because I am. Oh, I made part of a, um, um, a group. Yes, and there I am in charge of singing at the church, so I have
Mm,
to sing. So it
okay.
was
Was amazing.
the most interesting thing that I did. I don't know.
Excellent. Thank you for share your activities. Thank you. And Consuelo, tell us about your holidays.
Okay, teacher. Me I went out to Bogota. I stay at home and I did a lot of tasks. Mm, Also, I stay at home, relax. I slept a lot. Mm, and no more, teacher.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. Thank you. Um, Maria Paula, please tell us about your holiday.
So I didn't do anything. I was in home at home. From Monday to Wednesday, yes, I was in home, and Thursday and Friday I was with my family. On Friday we made uh bread soup. It's a traditional family
Okay.
recipe.
Oh,
It's like
receive.
we yes, and on Saturday, I slept. I know I did a lot of work. Like, yes, I do a lot of activity for my work, and also on Sunday. And
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. And Jimena, please tell us about your holiday.
okay, hello, teacher. I'm Neila. Uh, I like to give my excuses because I couldn't be in class before.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I like to speak with you and tell you some things, and I don't know if you can help me with classes. Yes.
Okay.
So um, I can rest mm, just Sunday. Yes, and I have to work the entire week. Interested, but I think that is all. Yeah, so just work and work and work. I was in many churches. Uh, I can pray a lot. I can share with my policemen who were in service as well in duty.
Okay.
Yes, that was all
Okay.
about
Thank
my
you.
holidays.
Thank you so much. Okay. Today we are going to talk about a specific topic about corruption. But first, I share a video about this topic and select some important information about that video and then talk about the corruption in any countries. Okay, I share the video. You can see my screen?
Its corruptions
Yes, and the audio?
perceptions index scored
Yes, my dear students, the
Yes.
audio is okay.
180 countries
Yes,
on a scale
teacher.
of 0 to 100, where 0
Okay.
means a country is perceived to be highly corrupt, and 100 means it's seen as very clean. More than 120, or two-thirds of those countries, scored less than 50, and the average score was 43. Definitely a failing grade to most people.
But corruption isn't just a moral issue, it's an economic issue, and it's costing the global economy and you a lot.
It's difficult to place an exact number on the global cost of corruption, but by most estimates, it's in the trillions. That's a lot. More than the entire GDP of most countries. Countries regarded as less corrupt, like New Zealand, Denmark, and Singapore, tend to have smaller populations. Most of the countries on the list have less than 10 million people. Size doesn't guarantee a lack of corruption. Some at the bottom of the list are small as well, but they tend to be war-torn countries like Somalia, South Sudan, and Syria. But most of the world's most populous countries are pretty far down the list. There's China coming in at 77, India at 81. And it gets worse for emerging but huge economies like Indonesia, Brazil, and Russia.
Do you have a little money for tea? That's local slang for a bribe in countries like China, India, and Thailand, where tea money is deeply entrenched in society.
Last year, a survey estimated that 1 in 4 people in Asia Pacific paid bribes to access public services like getting help from the police or getting an identity card. Police officers were the most likely to demand a bribe, and poorer and younger people were more likely to pay it.
It may seem trivial, but not when you think about it on a bigger scale. The IMF estimates that the annual cost of bribery is between $1.5 and $2 trillion, about 2% of global GDP, and that's only one type of corruption.
Other types of corruption include money laundering, embezzlement, and fraud.
The Turkish have a saying, a fish rots from the head down, meaning that problems start from the top. And the Panama Papers have given us a glimpse into how much rot has gotten into the system.
Encompassing 11.5 million secret files, the Panama Papers is one of the biggest document leaks in history, revealing just how much wealth has been hidden in offshore accounts and tax havens.
To be clear, offshore accounts are legal, but the papers brought up fundamental questions about the ethics of tax havens.
The papers revealed links to 140 politicians and public officials, of which 14 are current and former heads of state. As a result of the revelations, the prime ministers of Pakistan and Iceland were forced to resign. The world's second highest paid athlete, Lionel Messi, was named and charged for tax evasion, while a suspected billion-dollar money laundering ring was linked to close associates of Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Panama Papers wiped out $174 billion off the market capitalization of nearly 400 companies, making it the largest financial loss following a corporate scandal in history.
And it's not just companies. Corruption can cost countries their economies.
Brazil was once a high-flying emerging economy, but since 2014, it has been gripped by the car wash scandal. Originally a money laundering investigation, it became one of the largest corruption cases in history. At the core of it was state-owned oil firm Petrobras, which accounts for 10% of Brazil's economy. Its officials were allegedly accepting huge bribes in exchange for lucrative government contracts. The case led to prison sentences for top executives, billions of dollars in fines, and more than 100,000 people being laid off. Brazil plunged into recession. Its GDP contracted sharply, while unemployment rates hit record highs. Brazil's not the only case. Economists have found that corruption usually hurts a country's economic growth. Why? Corruption can result in fewer investors wanting to put their money in the country. One study found that a 1-unit increase in corruption level.
Okay. Okay, my dear students, the topic is the corruption. What is the cause of corruption for different countries? What is your opinion? Start with Consuelo. What is your opinion about the cost of corruption?
For example, in Colombian, I think the cost is very high because we can find a lot of maybe institutions with lack of money, for example, in health and education,
Yes.
that could be affected by the corruption in this country. Especially for the government. The government usually is very criticized by these kind of things.
Okay, excellent, excellent. For example, Neila, what is your opinion about the cause of corruption?
It's okay. It's okay for us. I have been working for the National Police for 16 years. We are very okay. We are, yes, because concerned a lot of things about corruption because there is not something, there is no high things in that it's happened in the police, in the National Police. Yeah. It is very difficult for us as well. But and I think the cost of corruption is very high. And I think as well, everybody is at that point or some point of the view of the life a little bit. I don't know what is the subject is.
For example, for education, it's very complicated. It's a big problem in Colombia when in other countries about the money for the universities, for example, is a high problem in public universities, for example. What do you think about Jimena? Neila, yeah, Neila.
I think if we have corruptions in our whatever institution there be. I don't know if I'm okay. Is a very big problem, because all of that money, all of that stuff, all of that things we can investment. I don't know. We can yes,
Investment?
Okay, invest. We can invest in research, in culture, in in security as well. So yes, is a high cost, and we have to work on it a lot. Everybody.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Neila. And Natalia, how about you? What is your opinion the cost of corruption in education, for example?
Okay, in education. So as the video says, many politicians and many people uh, has hired for about 1,748 billions dollars
Of
in the Panama
trillions.
Papers. Yes,
Yeah,
in
in the video
the
talk
Panama
about the
Papers.
trillions.
So taking in account that um, I forget cifra. I forget. Let's see. How do you say cifra, teacher? I forget it.
I don't know. The okay, rest. I share. I look at my word reference.
That quantity. Quantity. So if we take into account what that quantity, we can say, or I can say that not only the educational part is affected due to the corruption, yes, also the health, yes. On the video they mentioned that aspect, but I have to say that if the government invest the money in education, it would be the society would be better, because many people doesn't have the opportunity to 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 oh my god, I forget it, to study, or the opportunity to invest in this or in their or education. So as people doesn't study, doesn't have many opportunities to achieve their goals or to have a good job, yes, and the poverty increase. Yes, so it is important that government invest the money in education. For example, in this moment that we are facing the coronavirus, so there isn't money to pay for the doctors, yes, but many people
Yes.
or many politicians have a lot of money and want a lot of money, and they aren't doing nothing to improve the situation. So it's really important to invest in the education and the health. So it's really awful, or awful, no, it's really worrying that uh, that the government doesn't take into account the general population, yes, because when they want to get the power, they did a lot of promises, yes, but when once they have the power, they forget what they said to the population, and then they change all the scenario. They change their mind. They increase the I forget the, oh my God, increase the cost of life, yes? And
Yes.
people far away to improve their situation is really lost or have a lot of problems. And in this moment, because of the coronavirus, many people have lost their employment, doesn't have money, and many children doesn't have the opportunity to study because they don't have a computer, they don't have internet, and the government doesn't do anything uh, to to achieve that children can study, and that's really worrying for me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my
I
opinion.
agree. Thank you. I think that is the worst opportunity for many people. The education is only for me the way to get the change in our society. But I agree. Excellent your opinion about that. Okay, okay, my dear students. Today I share information about the next topic for the class is to flyer for a gym. The change. I love the topic, but the corruption is very sad. But the other topics is about the best body fitness and share information, and this part is for practice your reading skills. Okay, the first part start with Marilyn. Marilyn, is that he is here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Good
okay,
afternoon.
Marilyn. Hello, how are you today?
Very
Okay,
well, thank you. Teacher,
okay. Tell me.
my partner, Camila, called me and told me to tell her that didn't have internet.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Because the rain hace 2 días
Oh,
estuvo
terrible.
súper fuerte. And yes, te
Ah,
quedó
okay.
bien.
Okay, thank you. Just very complicated the internet issues, but don't worry.
Yes.
Okay, this part, please, Marilyn, read the first part about the best body fitness.
Okay, teacher. Best body fitness about us. You don't want use a gym membership. You want a membership that means something, and that means you need support, expert help, and a community. Best body fitness isn't just a gym; it's a full-service fitness membership. Here's how it works. Step 1, your assessment. We begin with an assessment session.
Assessment
This is a
section.
chance for you to see what assessment. Okay, this is a chance for you to see what we do at Best Buy. Our assessment plans are no cost and we'll also make a training plan specifically for you.
Okay, the
Step
step two.
2.
Step
Okay.
two for Neila.
Okay. When you decide to become a best body member, we show you what to do, how to do it, and why you are doing it. After a few seasons with an expert private trainer, you will feel comfortable working out on your own. But don't worry, we are always be nearby if you have questions.
Excellent. Nayla, step 3, please.
Step 3, your membership. Membership works on a month-to-month basis. There are no sign-ups fees and no cancellation fees. Start and stop whenever you want. And the best part, our fees are the most competitive in the whole downtown area.
Okay, excellent. And Natalia, please, step 4.
Step 4, your community. At Best Body Fitness, we see everyone as a part of a big team, and when you work with a team, you can do great things. Join
Any?
any of our specialist sites
Mm-hmm.
classes. Oh my goodness, I can see better. Classes load by expert instructors. Come, I don't. Come to
Come
our
to our.
nutrition classes. Participate in our regular social events. Everything is include your fee. Finally, we want to share with you some reasons why our members say that they have uh, chosen us over any other fitness center in the city. It's too
Excellent.
easy.
Okay.
Ah.
It's too easy for Consuela.
Okay, teacher, thank you. It's so easy. Easy to start, stop, cancel, or refund a membership. Easy to access. We are open 24/7. We never close. Easy to do exercise. We have lots of equipment, no long wait. Easy results. Our trainer and equipment give you success fast. Easy to find. In the center of town near public transportation or with parking.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And it's wonderful for Maria Paula.
It's wonderful. Wonderful members, wonderful trainers and staff, wonderful equipment, wonderful energy, wonderful location. Come and visit us for a personal tour.
Okay. The first part, Maria Paula, the 1, 2, and 3 first questions, please.
The first visit to the club is free. True or false? I think it's true.
It's true. Okay, perfect. And the second?
Everybody gets the same training plan. I think false.
False. Excellent. And the third question?
At this gym, you always do exercise with an expert instructor. I don't know. Maybe it's true.
Maybe it's the third. I don't know. Tell me true or false?
False.
False.
Is
Okay. Other option? Well, okay. and now for Consuelo. 4 and 5.
Fourth, if you stop your membership, you don't have to pay anything. Yes, true.
Okay. And
Five,
5. Mhm.
this gym says it's the best value for money. True.
Oh, 5. True. Excellent. Perfect. And Natalia. 6 and 7, please.
Nutrition classes cost a little extra. False.
False. 6.
The gyms spent a lot of
What?
spent
The
I can
gym
see.
is the gym
Ah,
is
it's
open at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, false.
False. And Neila, the last question.
I didn't see that part.
Or true? You can see again the text.
Yes, I can see that part.
Okay, that part.
So,
It's here. No.
No.
Your trainer. This topic is about
the time.
Personal
the
chat.
time. The time. The time. Is it the time?
I read that something like 27, but not the
Not
hour.
for a specific.
Maybe
Yeah.
if it's open 24/7 at 4 is open. Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Following up.
So
Is
it's true.
following up.
It's true, maybe.
Yes, but doesn't say the specific time.
Yes. Yes, it's
So
an
it's true.
inferential question, maybe.
Yes.
I think it's true.
So it's true.
I think. Maybe.
The gene is outside of the time of town.
Of the town.
No.
It's false. Maybe or your community. Trainer. It is another inferential questions. Maybe it's in the not as for a specific.
Maybe it's on the series because people doesn't paying a lot of money to have to go away far away. So maybe it's true. No, it's false. Sorry.
False.
It's false.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't
Finish.
say, but
Yes, but this is an inferential because in the outside town, I don't know. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. My dear students, excellent at the exercise. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, the last part of the class, I tried to remember different topics about modal verbs. It's a simple, but I need to remember this topic for the class. You can see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. For Neila, the first part of the class, please try to read this slide for Neila. Neila?
Yes. Can you hear me, teacher?
Okay, please read this part of the slide and only for remember the must, might, could, might, and I can read, please.
Okay. Okay. Modal verbs of probability. Talking about the present. Must, might, could, may, can't, plus infinitive. For example, I'm waiting for Yuli with another friend, David. I ask, where is Yuli? David guesses, she must be on the bus. I'm fairly sure this is a good guess. She might come soon, maybe. She could be lost, maybe. She may be in the wrong room, maybe. She can't be at home. I'm fairly sure that isn't true.
Okay, perfect. In this part is the most important thing to remember, that is the probability. for that example, it maybe she might come soon, or maybe she could be lost, or maybe she may be in a wrong room. This is an example about probability. It's the most important part. The second part is for ability. Marilyn?
Yes, teacher.
Please read this part.
Okay. Ability. We use can and could to tell about a skill or ability. For example, she can speak 6 languages. My grandfather could golf very well. I can't drive.
Okay. And for Consuelo, please try to explain the difference of probability or possibility and ability. What is the difference?
Ability.
Mhm.
Can afford.
For example, tell me some ability for you. What is the most important ability for you?
Okay.
Ability. Mhm.
Ability. I can maybe develop software.
I can hear, please.
Can you hear me, teacher?
No, please repeat.
Okay. Maybe if it's an ability, I can develop software. Write software.
Okay, excellent. This is your ability. Excellent. Perfect. This is the different of possibility. Possibility maybe you is the options. And in this part is the obligation. It's totally different. But Maria Paula, please read this slide.
Obligation and advice. We can use verbs such as must or should to say when something is necessary or unnecessary, or to give advice. For example, children must do their homework. We have to wear a uniform at work. You should stop smoking.
Okay, please, you can tell us about examples about obligation or advice. What is the obligation?
Obligation is,
For obligation, obviously use must.
yeah. So, for example, when your mom told you like you must make your bed, like you need to do it. If you don't do it, they have like uh, um,
For example, the students must do their exam. For example, is an obligation.
yes,
Yes, maybe, or must do a homework, or must do a, I don't know,
your work.
your work exactly. And for advice is different and you should. For example, and one advice, Natalia, help me with an advice. Give me an example.
Advice.
Yeah.
Uh, on advice. You should stop drinking beer. It's bad for your health.
Yes, yes. Excellent. This is a good advice. Okay. Excellent. Okay, for permission, Natalia, please read this part.
Permission. We can use verbs such as can, could, and may to ask for and give permission. We also use modal verbs to say something is not allowed. For example, could I leave early today, please? You may not use the car tonight. Can we sing in the lake?
Okay, and
So,
next, give me an
okay.
example for
So
permission.
we use can and could to talk about possibilities and abilities. Yes,
Yes.
but in this case, we use can and could to talk about permission. It's something like is we use in a polite way. Is
Yeah.
we use might. Might is more formal. May is more formal than can and could, but it's in a polite way. For example, may I go to the bathroom? Yes, it's something that you are asking for in order to have the permission. So can here, can and could doesn't sound that like a ability or possibility, like a permission. So we have to put in context when we use. Yes, we have to pay attention if when someone is talking about or is using can could is using for expressing ability or to ask for permission.
Yes, excellent. This is a simple, but the most important part for this use of modal verbs is to establish the difference for permission, for advice, for an obligation. This is the most important part. Okay, the last exercise is very interesting. Shared my screen the review of the different topics that the other classes and the review of the first part. Please for Neila, maybe please read the first part.
Christine was a terrible blogger. She used to write in capital letters all the time, and so it seemed like she was constantly shouting, shoot, shouting, shooting,
Shouting.
shouting. She used to take ideas from others and present them as her own. She never gave credit to anyone or asked permission to use other participant pictures. Finally, she was extremely negative and she always wrote angry comments on other people posts. She was beginning to be blocked from everywhere, so she had to change. She wrote a list of the things she wanted to improve.
Perfect. And this exercise is for Consuelo. Match what Christine used to do with what she does now. Yes, it's simple.
Okay.
Please read and try to establish the match depending of the sentences. The
Okay.
first question, the first sentences, please.
I used to use pictures from others without asking for permission. Mm, mm, maybe it's the number 2. I don't use pictures from others any longer. I ask.
Okay, excellent. That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, the second.
Again.
Yes, continue,
Okay.
Consuelo.
I used to write everything in capital letters. Maybe it's the number 1. I
Yes.
no longer write in capital letters.
Yes, perfect. Okay, now for Natalia, the last 2 sentences.
I used to take ideas from others and present them as mine. The last one, I don't take ideas from others anymore. People and give them credit. So therefore, I used to write a quick comments on other
Peoples?
Propers? Peoples.
People. Do you need glasses?
No, the problem.
No?
Maybe it's because I am reading with the lamp and the light is in front of my
Okay.
face, so I can see. But I don't have a. Se me quemó el bombillo. So
Okay. Okay.
I no longer write with comments on other people's posts and critical, but minds.
Excellent. Perfect. And check the answer is perfect, my dear students. And
Yes, it's the
the next part is for Nayla. Disagreeing in a polite manner. Read the sentences and choose the answer that disagreed in a respectful and polite manner. Okay, the first option. Nayla.
Sao Paulo is the most insecure city in the entire world. Okay, you must be crazy to say that. I wouldn't say exactly that. Are you ignorant? My goodness. I think it's B. I wouldn't say exactly that.
Okay, this is the most polite. Okay, perfect. The second.
Tennis is the most boring activity on earth. Okay, A, I quite disagree with you on that. I can be interesting. I can be interesting. Or B, you are so negative. C, you say that because you don't even know how to play. I think it's A.
A. Okay. And Maria Paula. Third and fourth.
I hate vegetarians. They make me feel bad when I eat meat. You're killing animals just so that you can eat. Why do you have to be so blind? I saw I somehow understand their point. See?
Option C. Okay. And
Number
four.
4. My
Yeah.
team is the best. My team is the best football team ever. Well, that is your opinion. B, ha ha ha, they are the last ones in the ranking. C, you call that a team? It's A.
It's A. Okay. Excellent. This is very important to remember that the polite manner is relevant when I try to explain. I no. This is not for. Okay. The last part for Marilyn. It's very simple. This example. Marilyn. No, I lost Marilyn. Maria Paula, continue with the fight option.
Okay, sugar is terrible for your health. A, what I eat is none of your business. B, I think a little bit every now and then is fine. C, stop telling me what I can or cannot do.
B. Okay. Yeah, B or not.
Yes.
Oh, I think. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Excellent, my dear students. And now I try to practice the modal verbs. Okay, you can see my screen of modal verbs?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. This exercise is to establish the match the sentences. And okay, start with the capital letters. For example, let's start with Nayla. 1, 2, and 3.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Don't worry.
He might be American.
He
Okay,
might be
just check.
American.
I think it's B. He's carrying a camera and a guidebook.
Yes. Okay, I don't know. B or D?
Or a B.
B. Okay. Um, 2 and 3.
He can't he can't be a university student.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, Looking at the Alberts, no. Oh my gosh. He can't.
He can
Okay,
be
he's
an.
carrying a bag. He's looking at a map. He's wearing a baseball cap. He's
Mm-hmm.
looking at the advertisement in the newspaper. I think it's E.
E.
Yes, and he must be called G. He isn't wearing a suit. A suit.
Okay. G. Okay. And Natalia, 4, 5, and 6.
4. He might be going to the gym. He's carrying a sport bag.
He. What option?
A. The
A.
first one. A.
Okay.
Letter
A.
A.
Mm-hmm.
He could be lost. He's looking at a map. Letter C.
Letter C. Okay. And 6.
He must be married. So the option is option H. He's wearing a wedding ring. H. Letter H.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Now, Consuelo. 7 and 8.
Okay. He must be tourist.
He must be a tourist.
Mm, maybe, I don't know.
If you need to use the letter that other students use, you can select that letter.
Okay.
Yes, I think he
Maybe
has to.
it's
Yes. What
C.
option? C?
C. C
Yeah.
because he's looking at a map.
Okay.
Number
And A.
8. He can't be enjoying the party. Maybe. F.
F.
He isn't talking to anybody.
Yes.
Mm,
Maybe.
Yes, I think.
Excellent. And no, for Maria Paula. Maria Paula. Because I don't know what happened with Marilyn.
9. He may not have a job. E. He's looking a job at
E.
Burp in the newspaper. E. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't be a businessman. Oh, G. He isn't wearing a suit.
G. Okay. Okay, then I recommend this page. I think it's very interesting because I finish and then appear the option. The first is not B. What is the other students think for the first option? Is possible?
D. He is wearing
D.
a
Okay,
Yeah.
D. And for third, Is
He's
I think
Maybe
they
Jane.
teach.
he's wearing a
yes,
jumper.
he's wearing a jumper. Yes, excellent. For seven is for is not C is possible. What other option?
The teacher.
He's
B.
carrying he's carrying a
Yes.
camera.
Yes, he's carrying a camera and guidebook. Yes, yes, perfect. Okay, my dear students, then I recommend this page because I think it's very interesting. Live worksheets. There are a lot of exercise for different topics, for all topics or grammar, for any topics. It's very interesting. I recommend this page. Okay, my dear student, the last part. You know that the most important thing for the class is to talking, to share information, to talking about different aspect topics, and I share my ruler and select different topics. For a start, we start with I don't know, maybe Maria Paula. This option is for Maria Paula. I share my ruler and talk about this topic. Okay. The topic is, what is the best or worst hotel you've stayed in?
I've been never been a hotel here, but in USA, yes. I
Yes?
think yes, in New York, I forget the name, but it's the best hotel.
Ah, the best.
The best, yes, not the worst.
Okay.
I just stayed like 3 times in a hotel, but I think the best it was in New York,
Mm-hmm.
in New Jersey, sorry. In New
Ah,
Jersey,
New Jersey.
yes, it was 4 years ago. I was an au pair and I was in a training thing, school thing, whatever. And I was with another 100 girls with a different with the different countries.
Mm-hmm.
So that hotel was really big, like they have a lot of floors and they have a swimming pool and a big restaurant
A
and
gym?
a restaurant. The gym. I think a gym too.
Okay.
And a restaurant. Uh, it's it was in the middle of like in the center, so you can move like it's a good location. It was a good location, and yes, that's it.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. Okay, the second option is for Consuelo.
Okay.
For Consuelo.
Okay.
Do you prefer to shop alone or with a friend?
Mm, really, I want to go to shop alone.
Yes?
Uh, yes, yes, because I can spend the time as I want. I can select the the shops that I want. I can see a lot of things that only I want. Because if I am with another person, maybe that person could be a stay tired with when he or she should walk a lot because I like work a lot and watch a lot of things.
Okay.
For the reason I really prefer go to shop alone.
Okay. Perfect. It's not common for the women. The women prefer to shop with other women. Okay, this part is for Natalia. Natalia. Would you prefer to live in a city or in the country?
I can say that in both, but
Do
I
you
have to
live in
choose one.
Pamplona, yeah?
Yes, I live in Pamplona, but I have lived in the country with my grandparents.
Okay.
And live in the city is great because you have the opportunity to do many interesting things like walk, 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 um, go out for a walking, share with friends, go shopping, go to the park, do different things, yes. But in the country, you can breathe uh, fresh air. You can
Mhm.
um, enjoy the nature, uh, see animals, listen the birds. So both are beautiful, but I don't have
Yes,
any preference.
yes, I agree. Do you like to hiking?
Yes.
Yes, that's excellent. Perfect. Thank you, my dear Natalia. For Nela. Nela.
Um,
Do you like
I like
weddings?
to. Um, yes, yes. Mm, I think I enjoy. I think we have to celebrate too, and I think we have to celebrate that people take important decisions. I think we
Okay.
have to celebrate. Yes, uh, yes, the friendly people. Um, okay, sorry. I okay. I was trying to say something, but okay, forget about it. But I think weddings is more than the party. Yes, so I think it's a very big decision of on the life. I like go to weddings and share with the bride. Yes, I love the beautiful dresses. I love the
Yes.
beautiful landscape, for example, to take pictures. Yes, I like it. I'm no, I'm single. I'm no, I'm a single mother. So
Okay.
I have a bad experience about that matter, that subject. So I can't speak about myself, but I like weddings to go to
Okay.
dance, go to speak with my friends and my family and share time with yes with with people. I think we have to celebrate.
Yes. This is very interesting
I
celebration. Oh,
think I think people could celebrate divorces as well.
yes. It's
Divorce
very good.
is a very, very important decision as well.
Yes, yes. For a lot of time with the same person is a little complicated. It's not simple. It's a big decision for all life. Okay, excellent. I don't know, Marilyn. Marilyn, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
okay.
My internet It's so bad, but I am here.
Okay. I don't worry. There are a question for you. The
Okay.
last question say that. Okay. Do you ever go to the stand-up comedy show?
Mm, no,
No.
but I prefer other type of shows. But it's interesting.
What? What do you
And
like? What do you prefer? Other activities for this topic? For example.
uh, I prefer terror. Watch something about terror of
Movies.
or
Movies?
movies. Yes,
Ah,
I
okay.
love. mm,
Yes.
I love movies. Yes, the terror. I like some movies. I the time when I the terror is so funny for me because the terror movies now uh, mm, don't good. Mm, the movies now enjoy me more. No dan miedo.
Okay, okay, excellent, dear students. The last part of the class, I would like to share information about what is the person that you admire. For example, in my case, I admire to Stephen Hawking. There is an interesting person for me. I would like to share and write and type and share to the to in this class I share information in the chat about what is the person that you admire. I don't know, for the parents, friends, I don't know, the actress, scientifics, and share the information about the chat and try to write one paragraph, only one paragraph about that person. You select that person and write and then share with the class, please.
Eh, Sorry, teacher. Say again, teacher. I'm sorry.
Okay. The next activity for the class is to share information about, first, select what is the most important person or people that you admire. For example, in my case, I admire to Stephen Hawking or Albert Einstein. Is the most important person in my opinion. But you can select different person for family, parents, friends, actress, scientifics, I don't know, and share what is the most important characteristics of that person. And write a paragraph and share in the chat in that class, and then share with the class different characteristics for the personality or activities for that person, and share in the chat. Okay, okay. The time is over. Please send the information. Okay, Marilyn. The person that I flirt the most at is very important for me is my mother because she's very strong. She's an excellent because she's an strong and intelligent person. She has been giving me the best advice in my life, and she has teached me how to do a lot of things. For example, how to organize my time, how to save money, how to work with difficult person, how to be a constant and disciplined person. She has been an example for me and excellent. Okay, okay, I share the information for Consuelo. The person that I admire is my mother because she's an okay. I think I read to, okay. First, Marilyn. The person that I applaud the most at is very important for me is my mother because she's very strong. She's an excellent mother despite the difficulties that she had to live. She always moved on. She cares a lot about us, support us. Excellent. Consuelo. The person that I admire is my mother because she's a strong and intelligent person. She has been giving me the best advice in my life and she has taught me how to do a lot of things. For example, how to organize my time, how to save money, how to work with difficult person, how to be a constant and disciplined person. She has been an example for me. For Nayla. I admire so many people around the world and story people who made a better world without killing a dragon. But today I would like to say that I admire my little brother. Oh, it's beautiful. My brother is a doctor who started very young his career. He's smart, disciplined, and keeping going. He's stuff every day, trying and improve himself. I don't hesitate to give a hand advice. Oh, excellent. Marilyn, the person that Marilyn, yes, Natalia. He's my best friend, and I admire him most for some reason. The first one is he's a really polite, kind, and helpful people. He's always helping me and gave me some advice like this. He's really the smartest. I knew him 3 years ago, and at that moment I thought they was crazy because he was always louding and doing bizarre things. But then I love him a lot. Okay, thank you. Thank you, my dear students, to share that personal information with the class. I love the class. Thank you so much to participate in that activity and thanks a lot. Bye bye, my dear students. See you Monday for Thursday.
Thursday, yes, teacher.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Bye bye, my dear students.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Bye
Bye,
bye.
teacher. Thank
Bye.
you. Teacher, teacher. Okay, I have to say something. If you give me just 5 minutes, I don't know. I need your help. Uh, I couldn't be in the class before because I get I I'm sorry. I got my